All right, we're on Parah Gimel Mishnah Bet. Second Mishnah, the third chapter of Second Parah. We're continuing with the process of preparing the Parah Aduma, preparing the ashes of the Parah Aduma. Now, in order to prepare the ashes, you had to have water. In order to have water, you had to get the water. Now, remember we said they're totally afraid of something becoming tameh because they're going to make it tameh later. But whatever. So that the way they would take unbelievable precautions. This is like difficult to even like wrap your head around. Says the Mishnah. Chatzerot ayu b'Yerushalayim. There were courtyards in Yerushalayim, b'niyot al gabe sela, built on sela, on rock, on like sela is limestone, I guess. V'tachtehem chalul, but under them, they were built under chalal, is open spaces. They had these open spaces that they would place foundations of rock on, I guess, some kind of stilts or what have you, and that would be open. B'pnei kever tahom, because they were afraid of kever tahom, a grave in the depths. We learned actually in Masechet, what was it? In Masechet, it wasn't Kelim, Ahalot, maybe. Kelim or Ahalot, right? Probably Ahalot. We learned the following. We said that kever tahom, maybe there's a kever tahom. Shema yesh kever shachtav kever. Maybe where you grew up, where you lived, there was a grave. Ve'en lamet ohel chalal tefach. Ahalot, I guess. And there was no ohel chalal tefach. There's no open space in ohel. And we learned that tuma shi ritzutza. Ritzutza means uninterrupted. Bokat ve'olah goes all the way up. So if you live in a place where there's a grave under you, right, and there's no space, there's no halal, the tumah is going to make you tameh, and then you're going to go prepare the Parah Aduma. Oh my God, what are you going to do? So how do you solve that problem? How do you get someone to get the water without knowing? Now, by the way, this is like you don't have to. This is a chashash that's really pretty far-fetched, but this is what they would do. Okay, umevi'im nashim ubarot, and they would bring pregnant women, v'yodocham. They would bear children in those courtyards. Umegadlot sham et b'neim, and there they would raise their children. These kids could never leave the courtyard. You're the Parah Aduma kid, so you have to wait, and you have to because you're the one that's going to draw the water for the mechatat. And then, okay, when the time came to make the Parah, I find this. I don't know. I just find this not fantastic, not in the sense that they didn't do it, but just unbelievable. Blows your mind. Umevi'in shvarim. So then how do they get these kids? They have to get these kids down to the shiloach, the silwan, the well. If you've ever been to Ir David in Yerushalayim, they had to get down to the shiloach from Yerushalayim. So how do you get them? Maybe they're going to walk on a place that's tahor, that's tameh, excuse me. If you've never seen it, there's a map actually from Wikipedia, and here's the this is the old brechat shiloach. It's way at the bottom. And people would go to the mikvah when they came to the Beit HaMikdash, they would climb up all the way here, and the Beit HaMikdash is up here somewhere. So they had to get this kid down here from Yerushalayim, and then they had to transfer the water. So how would they do that? As the Mishnah says, okay, the Mevi'im Shvarim, they bring a shore, an ox, Ma'al Gabehem Dilatot. And on top of them, it doesn't mean Dilatot means doors, but what it really means here is they would on top of them there were planks. Okay, meaning they would place upon them on these planks. Okay, v'tinokot yoshvim al gabehem, and the children would sit on these planks so that the tumah would be blocked. Okay, the tumah couldn't touch them. Let's look at the Bartunah for a second. Okay, the shvarim shekreisam rechava, they're on the shore, right? The ox, their stomach was very wide. Kadei shelo yu raglav shel tinok yoshev aleim ma'alilot al haaretz, because you didn't want the feet of this child being covering the land. They kever tahom. Maybe that's tameh. And then they would bring these planks, why again, so that the feet shouldn't stick out. So that keep your feet in, sit in the middle. Okay, and they would have kosot shel even. They would have cups made out of stoneware, mamash stone. They would use out of stone. Higiu l'shilach. They got to the shilach. Yardu umiluim. They would then get down and fill up the water. Ve'alu v'yashu al gameim. They go back on the planks, on the oxen, and they were taking them back up. Rabbi Yossi says, no, they would lower from their place with mishalshel, they would lower down the chains and fill up the water like with the kli. Okay, so that they wouldn't go into wouldn't go into. Again, this Mishnah is really unbelievable. The lengths, this is one of the more interesting Mishnah I remember. The lengths that they would go. These children were born in the chatzer that they knew about. The child could never leave the chatzer. It's like Truman Show in a sense. No, don't leave. You have to wait until you do your job, and then you can, I guess, go out into the rest of the world. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to memory of my father, of Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.